In today's video, we're going to take a look at the iCarsoft. Is it any good for the new generation 9.5? Stick around to find out. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So if you're new to this channel is all about keeping your SAAB fresh. So it's about DIYs, SAAB meetings, community, yeah, you name it. And of course, all the features that we add to the car. So today we're going to take a look at the iCarsoft for the new generation 9.5. In the previous video for the iCarsoft, I actually made a short introduction and I tested it out on the old or the original generation 9.5. So today we're going to see how much information you can get out of the new generation 9.5, how much modules in the car can you actually diagnose, and what parameters can you get from the car. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see if this is something for the new generation 9.5. So the OBD dongles that you can buy, the really cheap ones, they usually only pull the engine codes from the ECM. So we're going to see what this can help us with, if it can do other things in the car, like for example the TCM or even the BCM. So before I'm going to connect this, I'm going to turn on the ignition, and that's engine start-stop button for 10 seconds without pressing the brake pedal. And now, since the ignition is on, I'm going to connect the instrument in the OBD connector. So once it's connected, it boots up, as you saw in my previous video. I think you've seen the graphical user interface and how it's done. But here's a small repetition for you guys that didn't see the previous video. So we have diagnose, setting and help. So we're going to go into the diagnose now. If you're interested in the setting options, just go ahead and look on the previous video. And we're going to go into the SAAB menu directly. And then we're going to pick SAAB. And version 11.37 of the software. And then we're going to choose diagnostic. And here's the thing with this car, because I actually tried this before with 2010 and it didn't really work. So with the 2.8 engine at least, I suggest you go to 2011 directly, because with the 2010 option you don't get any parameters. So we're going to go into the 2011, and here we have the 9.3. The new generation 9.3 and the new generation 9.5 and the 9.4X. So let's pick the 9.5 and let's do a automatic diagnostic. It goes through the modules that we have in the car that it actually can communicate with. And we're going to go to the 2.8 version. And we're going to read the DTC, and I actually don't have any fault codes with the engine. So let's press OK and let's go to read data stream, for example, engine data. And here you can look at engine speed, values from the different sensor and so on. Very useful. This is from the ECM, so this information is accessible with a cheap OBD dongle as well. So this is not very unique. Let's go back. And back again. And let's go into something else. As you see, we have transmission control modules. We have body control module, electronic brake control, parking brake control, and airbag and instrument cluster. So let's go into the body control module. Here is two options, as you see, but let's just pick one of them and see what happens. Here we can read the diagnostic trouble codes and we can clear them. Let's go ahead and look at the data stream. So here you can actually see things like information regarding the keyless entry data, remote vehicle start data, sunroof data, and maybe you want to look at the tire pressure monitoring system. Let's go into that. And here you can just pick the parameters you want to look at. Let's go back and see if there is something else. Electric power management data. We have battery voltage, battery current sensor, battery low at start. Yeah, there are many different parameters that you can go through and take a look at. If you have any problems with any of those or are experiencing any issues with the car, of course. Let's go back. Let's take another module, like the transmission control module, and look at the data stream. Transmission data, accelerator pedal position, engine speed, engine torque, if the sport mode is some kind of switch or some kind of mode, kick down, transmission fluid temperature. Yeah, there are several things that are interesting to actually take a look at. So let's try the other body control module, and see if we have anything there. I think it's actually very similar. So I don't know why they have two different body control modules in this list, but maybe it has something to do with the different options regarding the engine and so on. Yeah, so that's the things you have. You can actually diagnose the 1.6, the 2.0 petrol and the flexi-fuel version, and of course the diesel as well. Electronic brake control module. Let's see what kind of parameters we have in that. ABS pump motor voltage, brake pressure sensor. Yeah, I'm not going to go through all of these parameters. You can do that yourself if you get this instrument for the new generation 9.5. So it's a bit better than the cheap ones that only have the ECM. Here you at least have TCM and the BCM as well. So that was a short introduction to the iCarsoft and the new generation 9.5. So my conclusions with the iCarsoft instrument for the new generation 9.5 is that it's not as good as for the old or the original 9.5, because in the old one you can actually see all the different modules. In this car I only saw transmission control module, engine control module and the body control module that actually controls the lighting. So I managed to turn the fog light on and I could see that the instrument actually registered the fog light being on. So don't rely to 100% on this for this particular model. There are other instruments out there that can do much more. This car actually don't support the Tech 2, which basically leaves us with the GM MDI tool. There are another tool as well for this car, that's VxDiag. It's a OBD dongle that you connect through USB to your computer, and you can actually connect that to the global TIS system as well. So if you look for a specific instrument for the new generation 9.5, look for the GM MDI or look for the VxDiag, preferably on eBay or similar sites. So this was today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I found it very interesting to see how this works in the new generation 9.5 because I actually don't own a instrument for this car. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. And don't forget to watch the previous video with the old generation 9.5 where you see me unzip this product. See you next time, guys.